Did you find your child, who is not even a teen, is repetitively engaging himself or herself in a disagreement or argument with you repetitively in number of issues? And it doesn't end over there. Placing a challenge to your tolerance limit, it goes to a different extent. It goes up to that extent of answering back rudely to you, is showing a lot of aggressive and arrogant attitude, and sometimes throwing stuffs, and sometimes even locking themselves behind the door for a long hour. If you are a parent who is really worried and concerned about all those misbehavior, aggressiveness, arrogance, or sometimes something even more, which is a misdeed and misconduct from your child, and you are really frustrated, fed up, and you don't have any clue that what is going on to your beloved child, then this video is for you. Here in this video, I'm going to help you to find out the roots of these kinds of misdeeds from your child and how you as a parent can act upon that. Before that, I just want to show you something. Actions. In our daily life, every day, what we do, the way we talk to someone, the decisions we make, and the things we complete or accomplish, the things we try, whatever effort we put, everything is a part of our actions. Yes, you can see a particular kind of actions here. So what triggers up those actions, or how do we take those actions? Whatever actions we take in a daily basis are basically triggered by our feelings and emotions. Now let me tell you, in a day, an adult on an average feels generally 400 different kinds of feelings or emotion, but we can't actually segregate or separate or recognize those 400 emotions every moment. But all our actions are triggered by different kinds of emotions. Now, what is the generator of those emotions, or how those emotions come in our mind? All our emotions are triggered by our thoughts. There is an external event or external incident or external situation which invokes some thoughts in our mind, and those thoughts trigger the emotions, and depending on the emotions we act. Now, the irony is that most of the time we think for a particular kind of external situation or external instant, most of us think in the same way and we act in the same way, which is not true. For a particular external instant, two people can think in completely different way, and hence their actions also will be different. Now, what is behavior? Behavior is nothing but a repetitive actions or a pattern of actions. So once a person is taking a particular kinds of actions on a regular basis, that is termed as a behavior. So when you talk about your child's behavior or your child's arrogance, aggressiveness, or misdeed, however you term it, all are basically the actions which are triggered by their feelings, emotions, and thoughts. Now tell me, what do you think as your child's misbehavior, misconduct, or arrogance or aggressiveness is actually not their fault. It is their disability to deal with their emotions and thoughts. Pew Research Center, a research body, conducted a survey on the children or on the teens of age 13 to 17 years in the year of 2018 and got an astonishing result. Pew is a survey organization who deals with social issues, mental health, and demographic trend. And they found out of the survey that 7 out of 10 teens think that their peers are deeply suffering from anxiety and depression. In the same survey, 6 out of 10 teens express that they are extremely stressed and pressured about their grades and about their academic scores. In the same survey, 3 out of 10 teens expressed that they are pressured about how they look and how they can fit them socially. And I'm sure you know very well that a teen till what extent a teen can go to fit himself or herself in the society. It can be addiction, it can be reckless fashion experiment, it can be reckless internet snapping. They try to their best to fit themselves in their peers group or in their society, and this is because they are not equipped to deal with their thoughts, feelings, and emotion. Students of today are distracted and deprived of social and emotional skills. They are suffering deeply from different mental and emotional issues more than ever before. And here comes the importance of social emotional learning, SEL. SEL or social emotional learning is learning of a skill set that helps one to cope up with the feelings, to handle rejection, to handle unexpected situations, to make decisions, to set goals, and to develop empathy to understand others' feelings. And the good thing is, social emotional learning can be taught in a structured neurological way, and that's what we do in our Mission Empowering Mind sessions. We take number of children out, number of preteens and teens out of their emotional unhealthiness. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about 6 major reasons why SEL or social emotional learning is a must for today's children. I'm going to talk about just 6 major reasons out of hundreds of reasons why SEL is a must of today's children. Number 1, SEL deals with the emotional intelligence, and it directly works on the skill of dealing with the behavior, dealing with the emotions, feelings, and thoughts. As a result, it has a direct impact on your child's behavior. Number 2, SEL improves your child's social skills. Today, as I mentioned, today's children are deprived from developing social skill and courtesy to the social media. Social media, the name is very good, but it does not provide the improvement or enrichment of the skills of understanding others' feelings. Rather, it invokes social comparison. It invokes the stress of fear or stress or fear of rejection. It invokes the fear of fitting oneself into the society. So SEL brings that social skill among the children. Number 3, it improves the mental health as it works with emotional intelligence and emotional health of the child. It deals with the loneliness, boredom, and frustration, depression, even the tendency of self-domination. It improves the mental health of the children to a great extent. Number 4, today's professional world is looking for character education in addition to the academic education. The reason is academic education provides knowledge, and knowledge is available through the net very easily. You Google and you get lots and lots of information on any of the topics. So the industry jargons are not looking for the knowledge package. They're looking for something else in their employees who will be able to deal with team build up, will be able to deal with the situation handling, will be able to deal with the crisis management. And hence the industry jargons are focusing on 4 C's, that is communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. SEL, social emotional learning, provides deep focus on those 4 areas, on those 4 C's. And as a result, socially or emotionally equipped children are way more ahead in their professional world or in their professional lives. Number 5, lasting relation. SEL helps one to create or to develop a lasting relationship and deeper bonds, as social emotional learning helps the children to develop the skill of empathy, understanding others' emotions, and helping others to manage their emotions. It equips one with a great skill of building relationships and creating deeper bonds. And SEL has a deeper impact on academic and sports and other activities as well. For an example, say your child is emotionally stressed, or your child is emotionally or socially stressed. Now, the teacher, whatever good lesson or however good strategy the teacher is using, everything will be on top of your child's head, because it will stop your child to go deeper into that education. So a socially and emotionally equipped children is few steps ahead in academics, sports, and other activities, because they generate that positive energy within themselves to deal with any kinds of negative emotions. Now, the whole world is changing. How are you changing your thoughts or your insights as a parent? Don't compare your child with yourself. We are a part of the evolutionary system. Every 10 years, study shows that every 10 years, our brain structure changes. And as a result, this is an evolutionary need to develop or to upskill our children with this social emotional learning. Now, here comes the importance of action. What action you can take as a parent? I'm going to talk about 3 actions what you can take as a parent. Number 1, if you like this video and if you want to see more videos like that, please subscribe our YouTube channel. Once you subscribe the YouTube channel, it will help us to make more videos like that on social emotional skills or mindset development of the children. So first action, subscribe our channel, and if you like this video, please like. Number 2, if you want to enrich yourself with more and more ideas and knowledge about social emotional skill, about mindset development of your child, join our Facebook community, Mission Empowering Mind Parenting Insight. The link is given below and the link is given in the description of the video as well. There we post on a regular basis about social emotional skill, emotional intelligences, mindset development of today's children. Number 3, visit our website missionempoweringmind.com. We continuously update our website about our upcoming programs we conduct on emotional intelligences or mindset development of the children. So don't forget to take actions. Don't stop yourself with the knowledge or the ideas that will not going to help you. So have a great time and have a greater insight to develop or to prepare your child for the upcoming days, for the unknown future, and be a part of the evolution.